everybody is beatable. You just got to find the right combination. I don't think it's important where it saves it or kills it. I think it's important to their career more than to the sport of boxing. Listen, boxing has survived the mob. They survived this, they survived that. And listen, they survived the recession that we had when there wasn't no fights. Even the heavyweight division was, since Joshua came, then there's a little buzz, and it should be. So boxing will survive depression and everything. So, but I think that now that we have a unification that's going to take place in September, that I 14, 15 years ago represented, beating Felix Tito, and 15, 14 years later, we're back at this table, and I'm fortunate enough to not only be here to see it, not only as a fan, but my record is in stake with 20 defenses, and I believe Triple G has about 14 or 15. I got so much at stake in this fight. I mean, I couldn't wake up like this. This is something special all around the board for me personally, because I got more than one thing that I'm attached to, and I just mentioned them to you. So this fight is important to their legacy, both guys, and also how fans feel about their legacy and their courage and their heart to fight the best. Everybody is beatable. You just have to find the right combination. And I love when Tito was undefeated. I wasn't, but I picked that lock and I found the combination. The combination will be found come September.
This is what we've been working for. This is what the last 5, 6 years were all about. You know, getting to this point, getting this is the biggest fight in the sport of boxing, and you know, all the guys that Gennady's knocked out and all the interviews that he's done, this has really been the goal of all that hard work. We literally finalized the fight the week of the Chavez fight. So once we signed it, and once Canelo beat Chavez, and that's when we were able to announce it.
You've been facing off with Canelo for a couple of times now. What do you see when you're facing him?
Last day or first time?
Yeah. All the time.
All the time.
What about
no,
the last
first time he's not ready. Right now he's ready. Right now he feels good.
Gennady, there is a consensus that both Brooke and Jacobs were very successful with the left hook, primarily the left uppercut. We all know that's one of Canelo's best punches. How are you preparing to counter that?
You know, right now it's a new story. Maybe Canelo has a chance. I have a chance. You know, this is boxing. Yes, right. We were friends before, and I believe we're friends after this fight because, you know, first of all, this sport we're both professional athletes. You know, we're boxers. We're not.
Gennady, you're competing with another big pay-per-view showdown, McGregor, Mayweather. How do you feel about McGregor's chances in that fight?
It's not interesting. Seriously, not interesting for me. It's no comments because, you know, my focus on my fight.
Did you wear the red to appeal to your Mexican fans today?
No.
Okay, over but it doesn't hurt, right?
Right.
We delivered, and so just sit back and enjoy. I think it's a 50-50 fight. I give an edge to Canelo because he's a little more fluid with his movement, you know. He's a little bit lighter on his feet. But look, the fact that Triple G has been fighting at 160 practically all his life is a big concern. I mean, the fact that he's an Olympic silver medalist, I believe, you have to worry about that, obviously, because he has that pedigree, you know, he has that experience. But Canelo, look, he's fighting him at the perfect time. They're both at their peak, and look, may the best man win. There's a lot that goes behind, you know, I mean, just putting a fight like this of this magnitude. There's a lot of details, and it took a while, but I'm glad it didn't take 6-7 years like Pacquiao and Mayweather. I had my August 26th date with Cotto way before they announced Conor McGregor. So, I mean, the great thing is that I'll be able to see a real fight without having to pay zero on HBO. So, I mean, it's August 26th will be, I guess, will be a fun night of fights for the fans to enjoy.
I want to know.
I got Canelo.
No,
Well, I think you know what how I feel about the fight is I love that this fight even exists. I love the chance that these guys are like, there is a lot of downside, to like losing, and the upside is becoming a huge star, and like the downside is like maybe having to crawl your way back, like when Canelo lost against Mayweather, you understood it, I mean, he was fresh off the block and he was just trying to make his name. But he needed to learn and needed to work, and then I had fights with like Amir Khan and stuff where he was confused for a little bit, then set him up, and so I mean there's a lot of pressure, but that's what's amazing about fights like this, like one of them could get knocked out, and if they stray away and if they make a mistake.
So you did say you're going for Triple G.
Yeah.
So what do you feel that he has that could be Triple G?
Well, I think feet-wise, I think they're the same, but I think he's a better counter-puncher, and I think he can get away. But I think also he's got power. He's got he's got more. I think he's got more power than Jacob, and I actually thought that it was a draw against Golovkin. So I don't know. You know what? It's a good fight. It's just going to be a big mega fight. It's got number 1 and 2 going up against each other, and that takes some balls.
No, bueno, yo siempre me enfoco en todo, en la defensa, en la velocidad, en la fuerza. Creo que tengo mucha experiencia y soy mejor que él, y el 16 de septiembre lo vamos a comprobar.
¿Ha sido estar con Triple G?
Tedioso, la verdad no me gusta, no es lo mío estar cerca de mi rival.
Yeah, you guys were friends before, at least it was said before, but it seems like that's deteriorated. Would you say you're not friends anymore?
No, bueno, no tengo nada contra él ni él contra mí. Yo creo que somos dos profesionales. Cuando nos subamos al cuadrilátero se olvida todo.
¿Y eso lo hizo para probar algo? ¿Pararse enfrente de él y durar con estamina los 12 rounds?
¿Cómo pararse frente de él?
A fajarse.
Lo que pasa, no se fajó porque Chávez no quiso fajarse. Chávez siempre anduvo dando la vuelta, pero no se fajó. Si se hubiera fajado, la gente hubiera disfrutado una buena pelea. Pero él salió a no pelear, salió nomás a no perder, a no ganar.
He said Chávez did not go toe-to-toe. He was kind of moving away from Canelo the whole fight. He didn't really want to fight and go toe-to-toe with Canelo because he couldn't figure him out. And he just came out to try to survive. And Canelo did what he had to do to.
But him standing in between rounds, the whole 12 rounds, was that a statement for Triple G?
Y que no se sentara entre rounds, que se quedara parado todo siempre que sonara la campana. Eso.
Hay mucha gente que no sabe nada de boxeo. Mucha. Y déjame decirte algo. ¿Sabes cuántas veces se sientan a la hora de hacer sparring?
You know how many times they sit down when they spar?
Nunca.
Never.
¿Qué tiene de raro que no se siente allá?
So there's nothing weird about that. He just did
Cuando hace sparring, hace 10 rounds de sparring de a 4 minutos, son 40 minutos, 8 rounds de a 4 minutos.
When he spars 10 rounds.
Uno de esos asaltos se sienta nada.
And in between those 10 rounds, 4-minute rounds, he never sits down.
No es demostrar ni nada, simplemente no tenía ganas de sentarse.
He just didn't want to sit down, and he just played it on like that.